Evening, folks. Yeah, it's another up my nostrils special. I do apologise about the really poor sort of Friday Waffles the last couple of weeks. It's going to be a short one, quite simply because it's not been a good week. It really hasn't. I did mention it last week that there's been a few things going on. My personal stuff. It's not been a good week. Yeah. So I mean, what have I been up to? Well, I did have one highlight of the week, which I'm going to talk about shortly. But yeah, I mean, I've been busy with work this week. I was down in Swindon for a couple of days, like I normally do, and then I got back on when did I get back? I was down in Swindon Tuesday, Wednesday. Didn't get back till late on Wednesday night. I mean, I don't mind going down there. It's, you know, it's part of my job, and to be fair, the people in that office I got on really well with, and you know, I quite like being there. But it is tiring because you're up early on the morning to fly down, and then you're not getting back home until about 9:30 at night. So it's, I mean, I stay overnight, you know, but it's tiring. It is tiring, and you're away for your own house, so you're away from your bed. You can't do anything. I mean, to be fair, they normally put me up in a nice hotel, but apparently it was fully booked. So I was in a Premier Inn, and whilst I don't mind a Premier Inn, you know, if you're going away for anything, you know, it's kind of cheap and cheerful. When you're away, like with your work, I always think, well, at the end of the day, they're taking you away from your personal space. You can't do what you want. You know, if I wanted to do a YouTube video, if I want to play my Xbox, if I want to go out, you can't do that because you're away with work. So I always think the payoff is at least to put you up in a nice hotel. But this time, like I say, it's the Premier Inn. I mean, it's all right, it's functional, the room's clean, but absolutely nothing to do. There's no, the one I normally get put up in is quite good. There's a gym, there's a sauna, a steam room, and there's a very, very small swimming pool. But it's nice, you know, it's nice that you've kind of got these to use. But obviously, the Premier Inn, you go down and get your dinner, you come back up and you sit in your room and just do nothing. But no, the good, the highlight of this week is you'll know if you're watching this, obviously. You'll know a certain retro YouTuber, Lon Boys Post 1975. Now he's a fixture. He's a pillar of the. You shouldn't use the word legends very often, but I would say that Lon Boys Post, aka Dave, Dave is a legend of the scene. He's been doing YouTube for longer than most people. He's a genuine guy. His production values are completely shit. He'll not mind me saying that, because he told me that himself, like mine's. But it's not about the presentation, it's about the content. And Dave is one of the most passionate video gamers out there, you know, for classic systems. So anyway, I mean, I make videos with Dave. I don't do a lot, to be fair, but I do make regular videos with him. We always knock out a Friday. We always knock out a Christmas special, usually Christmas Eve. That's been a bit of a tradition. I've done other videos in the past with him, but I don't know why. I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago, and I happened to mention. In fact, it crossed my mind. I thought, wait a minute, I'm going down to Bristol. I'm flying from Bristol Airport next Wednesday. So I messaged him, I says, daft question, I says, how far are you away from Bristol Airport? And he got back to me, he says, not very far. So we arranged to meet up. So on Wednesday, after I finished my work, I left the office at 3 o'clock. I got, there's a guy comes and picks you up, I suppose you could call it a chauffeur, it's quite good, I always have a bit of a laugh talking to the guy. So anyway, the guy picked me up and said, look, rather than take me to Bristol Airport, can you take me here? So I gave him Dave's address, and after a bit of going into the wrong place, we found the address. So the guy dropped me off, went away, and I'm thinking, what would happen if I've got off at the wrong address here? I'm effectively stranded. Anyway, fear not. I saw David obviously giving a description of his house, etc. So yeah, went in and saw him, and yeah, you know what? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant to meet him. I mean, we only had like 2 hours. We had to watch my time because I had to make sure that I was at the airport in plenty of time. So yeah, we went, grabbed a bite to eat, just caught up. First time I've met Dave in the flesh, so to speak. It's great, you know, and that's one of the great things with YouTube. You know, there's lots of people criticise it and run it down and say it's a bad thing, and don't get me wrong, there's some shit that goes on in YouTube, but this is one side to it that is magical, because this is a guy that I used to watch, I still do watch his videos, never really commented on them, and then just over the intervening years we've got to know each other, and yeah, to finally actually meet, and you know what, we were like 2 peas in a pod. It was like it's like we'd known each other for years. You know, we can talk. Dave can talk, and I can talk. So you put us both together, and you've got a combination made in hell when it comes to talking. Or should that be a combination made in heaven? I don't know. You can decide. But great. So we did a little car vlog type thing. When we were driving to go and get something to eat. So you can go to Dave's channel, Lone Boys Post 1975, and you can see the video. It's only about, I think it's 16 minutes or something. We went in the car for very long, and yeah, so when we got back, Dave's mum kindly dropped us off at the airport, and then Dave kind of chummed me down to the terminal. The only thing is I kind of left it a wee bit late, and as we're walking down, it did say like terminal that way, but I couldn't actually see it, and I'm looking at my watch, I'm thinking the gate closes in like 7 minutes. So I gave Dave a big hug, and said I better get a move on. So I had to kind of run to get to the terminal, and it's quite funny, as I was walking towards gate 15 where I was leaving from. I think I was at gate 9 at that point, and then it said that the gate was closed. I'm like, shit, so I had to kind of run again. But as with all these things, there was a queue of people, and got through the gate and we had to wait for about 20 minutes. So, you know, they put up this gate closed thing just to kind of scare people, I think. But so that was great. You know, we're definitely going to do something again. Dave needs to get his arse up to Scotland. We've got a few plans. We want to do a number of videos. Excuse me, I'm just tired. And so yeah, that was the highlight of the week. Definitely. I was playing pool last night. I was in a competition, and it was first to 7 frames, and the guy that I was playing, I would rate him as easily the best player in probably Livingston, which is in my new town. He's a fantastic player. He's so casual, and he makes things look simple. He makes the game look really easy, and that is when you want to go slower. I can't help. What was I going to say? Yeah, when you get somebody who makes a game look easy, that's when you know how good they are. I didn't think I was going to get a frame off him, and I wasn't disappointed. I didn't get a frame off him. He beat me 7-0. But I played really well. I mean, if anybody really plays pool to a sort of certain level, you'll know that you can play well, but you can easily lose it. And this guy, you don't give him any second chances. You know, you give him a chance, and he's going to pop 5-6 balls and win. And that's exactly what he did. But it was good. So we played I think we played maybe 10 frames. He won them all. I had one black, had one chance at a black, and I basically made an arse of it. But then we spent about half an hour, and he's given me a few tips, sort of shots to play, gave me a wee few tips how to kind of improve my game. So that was good. So that was last night. And then obviously today I'm just currently with my girlfriend's. I'm only going through tonight, back tomorrow. She's got some other plans, so I'm probably going to watch the rugby. I think Scotland and England are playing tomorrow. Is it 4:45? I think it's on, something like that. So yeah, I'll be watching that. I might, and it is just a might at this stage, I might do a live stream tomorrow night. It's going to oh, excuse me, I've got bloody hiccups. Pardon me. It's going to depend on stuff. So if I can, I will. If I can't, I won't. And it's the same with Sunday. Oh, bloody hell, really bad hiccups. Excuse me. Again with Sunday, yeah, depending on just how things are in my life, I may or may not do a Sunday stream. An update in the car. I got a phone call from the garage to say that it's now been taken through to the actual company that made the car. It's been taken through to their garage, and it's going to be it's probably going to be, I don't think it goes through to their garage for a couple of weeks, so I'm probably going to have this little courtesy car for the next possibly month. You know, it doesn't bother me. The car's a car. So anyway, listen, I'm going to get going, folks. Apologies about nothing exciting to talk about. Yeah, like I said, I will hopefully, once things settle down, and I'm hoping they will, I really do hope they will, then yeah, well, I'll be getting more regular content put out. But just now, I'm sure you'll appreciate that real life can come along and from time to time and just absolutely kick your arse, and you know, it's not easy. I'm probably one of the most positive people you'll meet, and I don't mean that in a boastful sense. I'm just got a very upbeat, positive person. But trust me, I've been struggling the last couple of weeks, you know, and it's kind of made me realise just how fragile humans can be. You think you're bulletproof, but you know, we're not. And yeah. So anyway, listen, I'm going to get going, folks. So I hope you have a good weekend. And like I says, I may, fingers crossed, I may be along tomorrow night for a live stream of some sort. I will put it in the usual Discord, Facebook, if I'm going to be doing something. Obviously, if I don't, then I won't, and it's the same way with Sunday. So anyway, folks, I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks to your continual support. Trust me, it is appreciated. And as always, folks, thank you very much for watching.